Good morning and welcome along to day 3. Last night we stayed in a place called Duras, which was really lovely. Lovely old lady called Madame Soufflon, who's originally from Paris, keeps a very tight ship with her little house, very clean bed and breakfast, very lovely. It was a pleasure to stay there. So we're in Duras and we're heading towards the Pyrenees this morning, and then across the Pyrenees into Spain. So it's quite an exciting day. The weather forecast for today, as you can see, is going to be very hot. Right now, what are we? We're about 8 o'clock in the morning, something like that, and it's 20.5 degrees already. Expected in this part of the country right here is expected 35, so we may expect temperatures greater than that where we're going. Don't know, we'll soon see, but quite exciting. Duras is a really wonderful place. Last night we went out for a meal, open air meal, which in the marketplace in the evening in Duras is a food market. You go to the various stalls, what you fancy to eat. You take your meal, you buy a bottle of wine, and you sit down in the open air tables, and you eat outside, watching the street entertainment and orchestras and stuff like that. The food I had last night, I had a calamari paella with rice, and it really was the best paella, the best calamari I've ever had. It really was fantastic, very peppery. The calamari was so soft. It was lovely. I was in real food heaven last night. A couple of glasses of red wine, which was a local red wine, organic wine, which was lovely. I've taken a note of the name of it. Couldn't drink the whole bottle, unfortunately. I gave it back to the street vendor, who probably sold it on or drank it, one of the two, I don't know, whatever. But it was really, really nice. Feeling good this morning. Got a nice early start around about the 8 o'clock mark. As I said, we're all set up. We've got about 3/4 of a tank of fuel, so we'll probably burn a bit of that way. We run a half tank policy on this run, whereas once we get to half a tank, we keep our eye out for petrol stations, fuel stations, and fill up, just to try and keep plenty of petrol in there at all times, because you never know when you're going to get caught out on a Sunday or a very what's the word I'm looking for, very, very unpopulated area of the country, particularly when we get to Spain. Sparsely populated is, I think, the word I'm looking for there. Anyway, BMW is doing very well, as the Kawasaki that my son Beans Jr. is driving behind me. No issues so far, touch wood. Look at these roads, look at these roads. It's like riding smooth as glass, you know. It's lovely, really lovely, and it's true to say of most French roads. Such a pleasure to drive on. I think this one's pretty new, actually. There doesn't seem to be any white lines or anything there. Whoosh! The roads are so nice, and I guess the French just love to drive on them. Look at them go. Anyway, enough for now. Just say good morning, really, and welcome to day 3. Please tune in later and have a look at the next episode. Thanks very much for now. about that, folks. I was just checking the sat-nav there. It seems to show my motorcycle icon driving in the middle of a field. So they must have altered the road or something. But it seems to be on the right track. Back to the riding. And the terrain of France is changing rapidly here. Long gone seem to be the very long, straight, avenued roads, and now we're getting more of up and down and twisty, which is a bit of a sign that the Pyrenees are probably not that too far away. What I like about this sort of riding is you do get a little flavour of what you've just seen on camera there, and then all of a sudden you'll come across a little village like this one here, and they're all very, very old. This is actually some sort of a roundabout, so I'm guessing, I don't know if it's a roundabout, some sort of a square or something like that, not quite sure. But we'll pop on down here. Yep, we're on the right way. Yep, right way, wrong gear. Seem to be setting up there for something. It's quite good. Aha. Just going to turn the camera off, ladies and gentlemen. There's a pharmacy here, and I'm going to preempt stuff. And as you can see, on the way from Duras to the Pyrenees mountain range, a very fertile area, much more fertile than, say, 100 kilometres back. Much more trees. And again, back to very straight roads. It's a beautiful pine forest, this. We've been going through it now for some 5 kilometres or so, and it really is lovely. If you could have smell-o-vision, it's just wonderful. The freshly cut timber, cedar and sapwood. It's just glorious. Dappled sunlight all over the roads. I was warned about this from Madame Soufflon and the last bed and breakfast there, that it actually has a hypnotic effect, sends some people to sleep. So I'll have to try and keep awake, I should think. But it has a strange effect on one, I'm going to tell you. Strange. Seem to be riding alongside an auto route now, just to the right hand side there. I don't think we're going to go on that, because we're off to some little tiny places. Saragossa. Dappled light road again. We're on the D32 to Orthez, which is at the foot of the Pyrenees, so it won't be too long before we'll probably see them in the distance. It's 10:30 in the morning, and it's 26.5 degrees already. There's the pine forests. So I'm half expecting it to hit that magic 30 today, and probably beyond. unless of course we can get some elevation up to the cooler climates of the Pyrenees, which will probably be most welcome later on. So as we get a bit closer, we'll turn the camera back on, we can have a look. So cheers for now. Hi everybody, thanks for joining us again. Just turn the camera on because we haven't hit the Pyrenees yet, but just the temperature report. It's 31 degrees now, and just backwards there it was 32 degrees. Absolutely sweltering. And the country's definitely changing from flat to bumpy, and the road surfaces are still good. And I don't know if you can just make out there, but that is the Pyrenees over there. What a lovely day to go over those. And I think the temperature will probably drop a little bit as we go up there. So we're going to a little place called Orthez or Orthez first, just to complete this leg of the journey. And then we'll reprogram the sat-nav for Pamplona in Spain. Incidentally, they're doing the Running of the Bulls festival at the moment. And that should take us into our B&B, wherever it may be tonight. So I'll leave the camera on and have a look at some of this scenery with me. Find a convenient spot to stop, preferably in the shade, and we'll reprogram the sat-nav. Those things in the middle of the road. $32.5. ladies and gentlemen. It's 32.5 degrees here in Orthez. I spot a bit of shade. It was 33 just as you stood up there. Gone into the shade, it's gone down half a degree. 33. Right, we need to reprogram. Pardon? Yeah. $33. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera off for just now, and we'll join you after I'm on my way to the Pyrenees. Cheers then. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You can see in the distance we have the Pyrenees. I'm not quite sure how you can make that out, how clear that is. It's a little bit hazy up there, but we seem to be on a nice track road up through there. So I'll turn the camera on once we get a bit closer to that. Cheers for now. Thanks for joining me, and a temperature readout at the moment. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, just before, and it's 34 degrees. I noticed back there when we just stopped for a minute or two, the tarmac, you can actually push it around with your foot. It was really soft, squelchy stuff, you know. Beautiful country. It's very hard in these conditions to wear all your gear. The temptation to remove your leather or your textile jacket, whatever you choose to wear, is unbelievable. You just want to drive with just a t-shirt on, but please don't try that. It's not recommended. Even when you get some good cruising speeds up, the air is positively hot. You know, you need to put your gloves inside your sleeves and get an air passage running up through your sleeves into your body. You know, it makes a hell of a difference if you can do that. As you can see, just to the left of us there, and this is the Pyrenees. This is the D933. Hi everybody, and welcome back to Beans TV. Oh dear. Well, it's what we're doing. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. It's an astonishing 40 degrees. It's just that 1, 2, 3, 4. I've never experienced 40 degrees before, and it's unbelievable. So I'm just going to keep the camera rolling there for a little bit, show you some of this scenery. It's just incredible. And we're actually still on our way to Pamplona. We had to stop there for a little while and buy plenty of bottles of water. in this heat, 40 degrees. So if any of you would-be or motorcyclists out there fancy a little Euro tour down south, this is the place to be. So we're on our way to Pamplona, but we won't really be stopping there because there's a fiesta going on there, which it's the running of the bull at the moment, and apparently there's just nowhere at all to stay. And apparently there's a security issue with the bikes. It's amazing really what you learn on the way just by talking to people when you stop. You know, we were advised by a gentleman in a shop back there not to go to Pamplona with these motorcycles, which people from all over the world going there for this bull festival, running with the bulls, and I guess it can attract all sorts of people. Nice to get a bit of speed going, to get some cooling effect going. Albeit it's like somebody putting a hairdryer on up your sleeve. It really is very warm. What a lovely way to pass through the Pyrenees on a Thursday afternoon, sorry, on a Friday afternoon even. And I would imagine somewhere up there ahead where you can see the French-Spanish border should be. God knows where it is, but it's not very far. Gosh, that wind is so warm. It's gonna rain. Roundabout coming up soon, 350 meters. You probably can't hear it on the microphone for the recording, but there is Satani in my ear from the BMW navigation system in front of me here. I'm guessing that's my little beautiful little village. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera off just for a second and rest the battery. ladies and gentlemen, I'm on a road that doesn't exist. This really is Great Pyrenees cross and track. I don't think many vehicles actually use this one, and with the navigation system and you go to avoidances, avoid motorways, this is what you get. And if this is what you like, you're gonna love it. Now and then you get some real sheer drops, you know, and it kind of hones your senses a little bit. A lot of switchbacks, hairpins, clutch control. Not for the faint-hearted, some of these little tracks, you know. Gotta look ahead. This is where you need a good old torquey machine. This is a right-hand switchback. Best thing to do with these is keep the power on at all times. Don't stop. The ground seems an awful long way when you put your foot down. Farmer in his field, having fun. That must be a hot job. Cool. Look at that. Look at that for solitary confinement. And a view. Wow. Beautiful. Hear the engine fan working overtime there. How are you doing for petrol, Adam? What's that? Sounds like it's a bit hot.
Oh yeah, it smells it.
Does it? Yeah.
No airflow.
Good to have a little bit of a rest then. It's bound to get hot after that, isn't it?